So Kellyanne Conway is, of course, one of the top aides to Donald Trump, and she is often out there speaking on behalf of him, making an aggressive defense of the president. Apparently, the president found out recently that she is, in fact, alleged by some to be the #1 leaker inside the White House. He was shocked and chagrined to find out. Donald Trump, I got news for you. Everyone around you is leaking. And they have a sense that you only care about yourself and not them. So what do? They only care about themselves and not you, which is logical. So, but this is not about Kellyanne Conway, it's about her husband, George Conway. Now, George Conway has in the past tweeted some significant criticism of Donald Trump. And then when Kellyanne Conway, his wife, is up for communications director, a job she's currently seeking, he deleted all those tweets as if we wouldn't notice. But we did. I'll talk more about that in a second. But guess what? And this is the interesting part. He's doing it again now. The Michael Cohen raid happens and Kellyanne Conway's out there tweeting against Donald Trump. Fascinating. Things are unraveling. So, you know what Donald Trump tweeted. He tweeted total witch hunt and attorney-client privilege is dead. Well, here comes the interesting part. George Conway then tweeted in response this. Now, you're gonna look at this and go, what is that? Well, that's actually a link to a section of the law. Interesting. So what section is he referring to? Well, Ken Meyer from Mediaite explains. The legal segment Conway highlighted states that law enforcement can obtain search warrants to investigate an attorney who is subject of an investigation and who also is or may be engaged in the practice of law on behalf of clients. The manual says these warrants would not necessarily violate attorney-client privilege, though there are various guidelines for how the warrants have to be obtained. So Trump says attorney-client privilege is dead. Kellyanne Conway's husband tweets out, no, it's not. This is a well-known exception to attorney-client privilege if the attorney commits a crime. And he says that publicly. Interesting little tweet that he threw out there. But that wasn't all. He also retweeted this. Remember, Trump tweeted total witch hunt. This is an old headline saying Nixon sees, quote, witch hunt, insiders say. Now that is not subtle. I don't know, maybe George Conway thinks he's being subtle, but he ain't. Clearly, George Conway, not a fan of Donald Trump. By the way, he started as a fan of Donald Trump. Every once in a while, in order to seemingly to protect her, to protect his wife, he comes out and goes, no, I still support Donald Trump. Sure, early on he was up for a job in the Trump administration. I don't know if it's because he didn't get it or they did offer it to him and he didn't want it. But either way, clearly, based on these tweets and many others, not a fan of Trump. I don't know if that's just him speaking or if he's being a proxy for his wife, which would be even more interesting. So let me give you the background. Last year, this is from Raw Story, for instance, he ripped into the president for undermining his own proposed travel ban with a series of impulsive tweets. He has also recently been retweeting articles that criticize the president's alleged affair with adult film star Stormy Daniels, Jura Rams, as well as stories that mock Trump for being unable to hire top-notch legal counsel to defend him in special counsel Robert Mueller's probe of Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. So I don't know what's going on between the Conways, but I do know what George Conway is doing publicly, and that's slapping Trump across the face several times. Unraveling. I don't get to say told you yet, but tick-tock, tick-tock. You just watched a video by the Young Turks, home of the revolution. If you'd like to get a lot more than that, get the full show by becoming a member. tytnetwork.com/join.